Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. Today we're out here in the extension garden area and we're going to talk about green beans. So it's June 13th and let's get after it. Green beans are blooming heavy and they're starting to produce. And what we're going to do is we've just done the farmer's market, so this is the day after, and we don't want to take and pick these and put them in the cooler for almost a week, because we like to deliver them fresh to the farmer's market. So what we're going to do is we're going to can up some of these. But anyway, first of all, what we need to do is take and pick them, and there's plenty of them to pick out here, so let me get after it. Now, when you're picking these green beans, the more often you pick, the better, and you don't want them to get really big. Now, there are a few other style beans in here, but you don't, this is like getting to the maximum size. When you start seeing ridges on it where it's trying to form a bean, that's really larger than what you'd want for tender green beans. You really want them when they're still slick on the side. So be aware of that. When you pick, the more often you pick, the more production you're going to have. If you let them get bigger, of course it's going to think it's making seeds and it's going to cut down on production. So remember that. Pick often for bigger crop. Okay, got a little, not quite a bushel and a half, but that's plenty enough to do right now. Now we're going to snap them. Okay, what we've done here is we've snapped these beans, and the reason why we snap these is for sure shorter pieces fit better in the jars, but also when you snap them. Now this particular beans here, these don't they don't have strings in them if you unless you let them get too big. Now these smaller ones, these odd ones that are in there, these do have stringy edge. So part of when you're snapping them, what you're doing is you're snapping off both ends, just the tip on both ends, and then you'll peel that down the bean, and if it has a string, it'll take and pull that string out, so they won't be tough and stringy on the edge. But preferably we don't plant these kind. This just occasionally we have odd beans that's in the batch. But anyway, we've got them all like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to can them up. Now you want to wash your green beans before you get started, and then you want to sterilize your jars. Alright, when you're canning, you're going to want to use some canning salt or pickling salt. You don't want to use iodinized salt like you do with your normal table salt. But anyway, you put a teaspoon per quart in here, and then you're going to fill your jar up pretty close to here, and then make sure your water is over it about a ½ inch from the top, or a little bit less, somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 from the top. Make sure that you use a new lid whenever you do this. A lot of people reuse them, and you want to inspect the top of your jars too. Make sure you run your finger across to make sure there's no chips. Now we always store our jars with the lids on, but some of these jars, like this particular jar here, this jar is fairly old, and you can tell because the lip is thick. It looks just a little bit smoky color, but it's built just a little bit different than some of the later ones. But it doesn't really matter. Just make sure that they are nice and smooth sealing surface, and like I say, use that new lid. What you're going to do is you're going to take and have you some hot water. You're going to fill your jars with your green beans, pour the hot water over there. Make sure you kind of get whatever air bubbles out. Once you get that in there, you're going to put your lid on, put your ring on firm, not really tight. You get it too tight, it's going to pressure up and not allow it to vent the extra pressure off. And then you're going to need a pressure canner, and with this pressure canner, and this one is pressuring up, but you'll heat up the water. Once steam starts coming out your vent, you'll close your vent, and then you'll take and run this up to 10 pounds. Once it gets to 10 pounds, you'll even your heat out so it stays there, and you'll time it for 25 minutes. Once it's went for 25 minutes, then you're going to shut your heat off and you're going to allow this to cool down. You don't want to vent your pressure off, because what you're going to do is you'll cool it down too quick and it'll bubble all your liquid out of your jars. So make sure, but you want to make sure that your canner's in good shape too. You know, good sealing surface, no damage to it. If you don't have a commercial one kind of like this, if you're using one with a seal, make sure the seal's not weather rotted or anything. And two, a lot of them have this little plug right here. Now this is a safety release in case for some reason this one doesn't pop off and it gets too hot, it's going to blow that plug. You don't never want that to happen, which hasn't ever happened with us, but that is one of the features there to keep from exploding this pressure cooker. One thing I want to really stress whenever you're doing your own home preservation is preserve your food as quickly as possible. Now these were picked this morning. We've snapped them. It's 4 o'clock right now, and we're getting ready to put these into jars and pressure them and seal them. The flavor will be far better than if you say you pick them today, you're going to refrigerate them because you don't have time, you're going to do them tomorrow. The flavor is, the difference in the flavor from refrigerating your beans will be noticeable. Now they'll still be good, don't get me wrong, but if you want maximum freshness and great flavor, process your vegetables as quickly as you can after you pick them. Well, they're getting all canned up here. Looks like a pretty good bit. Adding some water. We've got them full of beans. Make sure you wipe off the top of the lids after you get them filled up and get the air bubbles out around the jar. And then it's just a matter of putting the lids on. And you put them all in your pressure canner. Make sure that the water is over the top of your lids. Alright, the top is tight, the valve is open. Like I say, we'll wait till it steams and then we'll pressure this up again. A lot of these have already sealed. And I hope this video is helpful. I hope there's maybe something that you can use here. If you want to see more of my videos, just hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you'll be notified. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up and share it. Really helps my channel. Happy gardening.